Did you know that when you read the Bible, you become a time traveler? We get a great example of this in Genesis chapter 40. Here, we're halfway through the story of Joseph when he is in prison. While there, he gives some good news to Pharaoh's former cupbearer, also a prisoner. He would be released. And when that day arrived and the cupbearer was set free, Joseph asked a simple favor: remember me. Chapter 40 ends and chapter 41 begins with these heartbreaking words. After 2 full years had passed.
2 years later.
Now on one hand, this is cool, because you and I as readers, we just jumped forward through time 2 years. But Joseph wasn't so lucky. Take a moment and try to imagine him there in prison for 2 full years. I can't help but wonder, how long do you think it was before Joseph realized that he'd been forgotten? Did he ever start to question his faith? You and I get to jump over those 770 days in only a second, but Joseph had to live through each and every one of those days, hour by hour, minute by minute. And that's just like us. Obviously, we can't time travel through our own lives. And maybe today you feel like you're stuck waiting for the next chapter of your life to begin. How do we manage waiting? Well, let's time travel through the Bible again and read something the prophet Isaiah would write hundreds of years after Joseph was alive. It's Isaiah 26:8. Yes, Lord, walking in the way of your laws, we wait for you. Your name and renown are the desire of our hearts. Now, Joseph didn't know those words, but I believe they were on his heart as he waited there in prison. Because when his story continues in chapter 41, we can see that his relationship with God is as strong as it ever was. Waiting is never easy, but let's remember to use that time to grow and develop our walk with God. Let's live a life that is honoring to Him and honors Him in our communities. And whenever God calls us on to the next chapter of our lives, may we be ready, just like Joseph was.